Welcome to the PC. I'm William, and this is the first ever episode of a new style of late night kind of show we're going to do called Pokemon Comedy, or PC for short. Now, you might be thinking one of two things. Pokemon is not an inherently funny topic. And to that, I say neither is the idea that an infinitely hot and dense point in space exploded to form the entire known universe, but we've watched that for 11 seasons. And secondly, you might be thinking, I'm not an inherently funny person. And to that, I would say, yeah. But anyway, you're laughing a bit too hard. But anyway, that's not the point of tonight. Tonight's topic is Plusle and Minun, two of the worst Pokemon ever, and that's including these two. What are you? Go! Now these two are pretty terrible for several reasons. They learn more normal type moves than electric type moves, they only earn 1 EV in the speed category, and their average base stat total is 404, a number you'd expect to see on the credit report of your coworker's deadbeat boyfriend who keeps paying off the old credit cards by signing up for new ones. They also don't evolve, which means, like that guy, as the rest of the world gets more powerful around them, they're going to find themselves in an increasingly deep hole of pain. It's coming, Donald. It's coming. And look, their biology doesn't fare much better. Even Bulbapedia says that their limbs are stubby and digitless, and, like me at a relay race, they cry loudly when their teammates lose. You ruined me for this, Harold. You ruined it. You had one job. One job, Harold. Out of my sight. Get out. Even the previous line says that they create sparkly pom-poms by discharging the current in their palms, which would be remarkable if they were on the high school cheerleading team, but not as great when you're going up against Mega Rayquaza. Yeah, that's gonna suck. So now you might be thinking, well, okay, they're not great on their own, but what about in double battles? Well, one user in an online thread said that Plusle and Minun are too weak to be viable in any way, and the team has so many flaws and holes it won't work in doubles. And another user on GameFAQ said that Pokemon had to make a set of special Pikachu-like guys to drive home the point that double battles exist. Okay, at this point, Plusle and Minun are the ice climbers of the Pokemon world. They're not great on their own, they're still pretty bad when you put them together, and the only reason they exist is to prove that 2v2 is a thing. And we haven't even touched on their abilities yet. Some Pokemon look terrible up front, but their abilities make up for it. For example, take Shedinja. It only has 1 health point, but it has the ability Wonder Guard, preventing all damage that's not super effective, or weather or status related. And Scrafty, is not great up front, but he has Moxie, so every time he takes an opponent out, he gets an attack boost. Now, we all know Scrafty could benefit more from an ability that says 20% off any belt in the store, but that's not the point. So what are Plusle and Minun's abilities? Ability, plus, effect. When a Pokemon with plus enters a double battle and has an ally with minus, the special attack stat of the Pokemon with plus is increased by 50%. Minus does the same thing, only in reverse. Plus and minus? They raise each other's special attack by 50% when they're on the field simultaneously? Okay, look, according to the numbers, only about 7 to 8% of battles in Pokemon Emerald are double battles, and that was the most of any game up to that point, the generation where Plusle and Minun were introduced. Look, if an ability only works 8% of the time, that is not a good ability. If Star Wars movies only worked 8% of the time, that means one of these guys is good. And I think we all know which one it is, by the way.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth.
Make it stop. Just go. And look, while the number of double and triple battles did increase with later generations, it is not nearly enough to make these abilities worth it. So it seems that Plusle and Minun are two terrible Pokemon that combine to form one Pokemon. They're basically two links on a chain. They support each other and keep each other alive. Therefore, it seems only fitting that their average base stat total is the same error you get when there is a broken or dead link. So thank you guys for watching. This actually concludes our first episode, but if you like this series, let me know down in the comments below. And thank you for watching. We've restored your entertainment to full health. We hope to see you again.